I'll be walking you through the basics of creating a 3D model, 3D football model using a Blender version 2.56. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is clear the 3D cube that's default in the Blender, and I'm going to add a UV sphere, and I'm going to rotate the sphere along the y-axis in order to, or it's not the y-axis, along the x-axis in order to use the vertice points. Alright, next I'm going to scale it along the y-axis, and this is going to create somewhat of an oval feature. And to make this more realistic like a football, next I'm going to go into the edit mode, and I'm going to use the proportional editing tool, enable it, and make sure it's in the smooth mode. And I'm going to select the vertices at the tip of the oval, and as you can see, the proportional editing tool is applies to everything that's inside of the white circle once you select the point and drag. And I'm going to do that to both sides. Right click. Alright. Now that I have that taken care of, I'm going to go into the face select mode and make it the limited selection visible. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to add the seams to the football, so I'm going to break this football and scale and extrude it into between four different quarters of it. So oh, and then you're also going to want to go ahead and turn off this proportional editing tool at this time. E key, enter, and then I'm gonna hit Alt S, and let's make this value 0.04. Okay, deselect with the A key and continue selecting these faces, the remaining faces of the four quarters. E key, enter, Alt S, 0.04, A key to deselect, B, and I'm selecting the borders with the B key, in case you weren't aware. E key, enter, Alt S, 0.04, and then last but not least, B, and just make sure, I'm zooming in to make sure all of my desired faces are selected, and due to the I'm using the border selection, it's not effective as clicking, point and click each individual face. But go ahead, E key, enter, Alt S, 0.04, Okay, and now you have the seams that were also entered into your shape of the football. I'm gonna go ahead and smooth this out. And then I'm gonna add a subdivision surface modifier right here. One, two. And if you can see, you have somewhat of a divot coming to the end of where the particular seams are meeting. What I'm going to do is grab this the ring, the Alt key. I'm going to go into edge select mode, the Alt key, in order to select it, and I'm gonna want to use the Control E and edge slide, and this will be used to close the divot. Scale it down. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and do the same on the opposite side. Alt key. Alt key and Control E. Edge slide. Close this divot. Alright. And now that you've taken care of that, you have the shape of the football nice and modified. So now what we're going to want to do is go ahead and add these seams to give your football more realistic completion. You can go to the top, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and add a cube that I'm going to scale down to make for the seams. I'm going to scale this along the x-axis. Scale it down along the y, as well as the z-axis. Scale around the z. Top view. Left and right. Try to go ahead and find a centralized point just to go ahead and start this off. Move it up to the top. Put that right in the middle. And Control S. Oops, cancel.